You're rocking with the best. Thoughts of the week. Let's go.
I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time. I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time. I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time. I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time. I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time. I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time.
For those listening on the any of the podcast platforms, I'm actually live right now. When you hear this, you'll be hearing me on the recording. So there won't be music this time on this episode. You can watch the live view and catch me with the music.
I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time.
Digital recorders.
I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time.
At the same time, I'm live, so
I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time.
I'm going to use the transfer.
I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time.
So right now, it's time for some people to come in as well as check the video feeds. Make sure everything's good. And then we'll get started with the show. For those listening to the audio podcast, my apologies. This is episode number 50. There won't be any music in the background. But maybe I can put a little music here on the phone. Check it out.
I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time. I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time. I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time. I'm on a journey, steady focus, cause it's my time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are rocking with the best. This is Thoughts of the Week. This is podcast number 50. Can you believe it? Podcast number 50. All right. And for podcast number 50, we're going to talk about black news or what's in the black news. And in a few minutes here, I'm going to go to two websites and just kind of scroll through and find out what's going on in the news. All right. So those who are watching me live right now, it is now July 18th, 2019, podcast number 50. And we're going to take a look at what's going on in black news. And from time to time, I'm going to be looking at my cell phone, checking out the YouTube channel, and then going to my personal Facebook page to make sure things look good. All right. So I'm probably going to be on Facebook for the majority of the time. Every once in a while, I might switch over. So for you guys who are on Facebook, feel free to leave a message. All right. And I definitely will be able to see it. It is 10:30 p.m. And yes, we are live. All right. So for those who don't know, those who are watching me, I mentioned this to y'all guys earlier. I already deleted the video that I did, was the test video. But here's what I'm using right now. So I'm actually recording with this digital recorder. And so once I'm done with the episode, I will be connecting this to the laptop and uploading. Well, before I even upload it, I'm going to be using a music editor to put this on and make sure the beginning and the ending is all right. Starts without the beep, because once you hit the record button on this digital recorder, you'll hear a beep. So I want to make sure you don't hear that from the beginning and the end. And then I'll be uploading the audio from here up to those platforms that you see down at the bottom of the screen. All those podcast platforms I will be on. And yeah, you can listen to the show. So I don't know the main platform that I use to upload, and then it uploads my audio podcast to the other platforms. I'll probably have to get in touch with them and find out if and when they will go ahead and have a function to where I can connect and go live on there as well. I probably could have gone live now, but I'll try something later on. I'll experiment again with that. So again, we're going to talk about black news for the 50th podcast. All right. We're going to talk about black news, what's in black news, and kind of go from there. All right. So before we continue on, I want to let you guys know that you guys can take courses and learn things from A to Z by going to howtouniversityonline.com. That's howtouniversityonline.com. If you want to learn anything regarding personal protection, you can go to surviveandprotectonline.com. That's surviveandprotectonline.com. From time to time, when I switch over, you'll see all the web addresses on the screen. And you guys want to purchase products. I know a lot of times you don't want to, a lot of times people are not wanting to go to the store these days. They just want to order online and have the products delivered to them. But you guys can go to theproductstorecompany.com. All right, theproductstorecompany.com. Check out what's on there. If it's something you like, order it and they will ship it out to you. All right. Also, I want to let you guys know, I guess I'll officially let it be known here on podcast number 50, is that I'm working on creating a shoe. All right. And from time to time, I'm going to be recording my journey on designing a shoe. And I want to let you guys be a part of it. And let me let you know a little bit about it. It's going to be a quality shoe with quality material. Even better than your Jordans that people buy for $200-$300. If it costs $300, I never heard of a Jordan shoe costing that much. But the product will be just as more quality, just the same quality, or even better than the Jordans. All right. I have a name for the shoe, but I won't reveal that yet. I'll probably reveal it whenever I record myself doing the design, and that's how you guys will find out about that. All right. And so I want to get you guys involved. Now, the way this works is that I got to have 7 pre-orders. All right. So I'm made. Then they will start making the shoe. The shoe is going to be not designed. I designed the shoe, but it's going to be put together and manufactured in Italy. So it's going to have the best Italian leather. Some of the designs that I put on the shoe will be handcrafted in Italy. So I want you guys to be aware of that and think about that. Start checking out my videos. I'll have it probably, I might upload the videos on my personal page here and on Facebook and YouTube at Norwood Ventures. All right, so you can go to Norwood Ventures on Facebook, or you can go to Norwood Ventures on YouTube. And also you could check Norwood Ventures out on Instagram, because I might put a picture of the shoe up there once I get it designed. All right, so you guys be thinking about that. It's probably I might make it like a limited edition, so there will be no other shoe design like it. So you guys get on the ball and get your pre-orders going. Once I'll let you know about when it's ready. But start thinking about it. I might make it simple, but it might look, I mean, not might, it will look nice, but I might make it a simple look, or maybe just the color might be all solid white or all solid black. I might consider doing some other colors. I just have to play around with the colors and the designs, and then we'll see what it will look like. All right, so be thinking about that. All right, and with that being said, we're gonna get started with the black news. All right, so let's see what's going on. All right, let me just make sure. Okay, I got that. And we're going to check out what's going on in black news. Let me just take a look at the phone here, make sure things is good. What's up? Someone's joined us. Thanks for coming in and checking out the show. This is the official 50th podcast of Thoughts of the Week. Feel free to leave a comment, give a thumbs up, share this video on your channel as well. And anybody that comes in while we're still live, and even if you check out the show after the fact, once the show is over, share this to your page and to other people who might be interested in it. I would definitely appreciate it. All right, so hit that like button, even if you're going to be here for a few minutes, even if you're going to be here for the whole show. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here, so just rock with me, and we'll get to see what's going on. So hopefully the screen and everything won't blur out. And if so, I mean, on my end, on my screen it won't, but hopefully it won't blur out on yours as the show progresses. But if it does, I can read out what's going on with the articles, and you guys can always go to the website as well and check out what's going on. All right. So let's get it popping with the black news. And there's been a lot going on. One that's in particular that I'm looking at right now on blacknews.com, which was something I seen, might have been a couple of days ago. Have you guys seen the situation that happened with the security guard pulling out his gun on an actual police officer? And he was a black police officer. This white security guard pointed his gun at this guy. The police officer is fully uniformed and everything. I think he was coming in to pick up some paperwork or something. But I'm gonna click on the article right quick and read it real fast here. All right, Toledo, Ohio. Is Alan Gaston, a Lucas County Sheriff's deputy who is black, that's the black officer, was completely shocked when Seth Eklund, that's his name, y'all. If y'all want to send him some hate mail, do your thing. His name is Seth Eklund, a security guard who is white, confronted him and pointed a gun at Officer Gaston. Gaston was wearing his police uniform at the time and was armed. And the security guard Eklund even tried to arrest the police officer when Officer Gaston was trying to leave. Can you believe that? A security guard, sheriff, the police officer, he was on duty when he reportedly went to the Toledo Internal Revenue Service office to ask about a letter he received. A surveillance video proved that he was dressed in full sheriff's office uniform with his gun and badge clearly visible. Suddenly, Eklund is the security guard, confronted him and told him that he could not enter the office with his gun and encouraged him to leave it in his car. Gaston said he couldn't do that since he was still on duty, so he decided to just leave the office. And I seen the video. I seen him just calmly walking away, and this guy just pulling gun on him, like, because he entered a building with his gun on. It's like, how much common sense does this guy have? You see the dude is in uniform. What, you think he wasn't You think he was impersonating an officer? I mean, some people got some nerve. And anyway, while Gaston was walking out, Eklund followed him. That seems like Trayvon Martin was being followed. Imagine that. So Eklund followed him until the elevator with his gun pointed at his back. And I seen that video. You guys might want to pull that video up. I was basically preparing myself to be shot at that moment. That's what the officer said. Bracing for a shot in his back. There's really no way to know how you're going to act when there's a gun pointed at you and when you think you're going to lose your life. Before Gaston could even enter the elevator, Eklund tried to grab his arm and take him into custody. You know, I don't know. Maybe they'll say what happened to the dude. If they didn't fire him and have his butt arrested, then there's already no hope as it is, but there's definitely no hope now after that. Before Gaston could even enter the elevator, Eklund tried to grab his arm to take him into custody. Someone in the office noticed the commotion and called 911. Crazy. But failed to mention that the man with a gun was actually a uniformed deputy officer. Crazy. Anyway, when the responding police officer arrived, Eklund can be heard saying he's got a gun and he won't leave. I could imagine how he said that, like a little wimp, like a little chump. Eklund has since been charged with aggravated menacing and is expected to appear in court in a future date. Meanwhile, Gaston, who has been on medical leave after the incident, filed a lawsuit against Eklund. That's good. Seeking compensation and claiming that the incident caused him emotional and psychological distress. Good. That's what he needs. You need to strip all the money from him for an incident like that. That was dumb. And so that was the situation with the sheriff. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Whoa, that's crazy. All right, so let's check out what else is going on, man. Let me go to the other site now and switch up some things going on over here. Is that the Detroit mayor or commissioner? There was something else that had caught my eye right before the show came on. But a few things, matter of fact. But you guys know that there will be no federal charges for the NYPD on Eric Garner's death. Let's click on that real quick. There'll be no federal charges for choking, the chokehold, and the positional. I say it was some positional asphyxia. Garner's death. The officer's name is Daniel Pontelio. All right. The Justice Department will not bring federal charges against a New York Police Department officer accused of fatally choking Eric Garner. The New York man whose last words, "I can't breathe," became a rallying cry in the Black Lives Matter movement. 3 sources familiar with the matter said today. And by the way, there's an interview with the mayor of New York on Hot 97, so you guys can look that up on YouTube with one of the host of the Hot 97, Ebro, was interviewing Mayor de Blasio. So he got real specific with the mayor on some things, and so you guys might want to check that out. Anyway, federal authorities had a deadline of Wednesday to decide whether to bring charges against NYPD officer. There was an issue about that. The Justice Department, I think, had a deadline, and then of course the mayor was saying that from now on he's not gonna, I guess while he's still mayor, he's not gonna depend on the Justice Department because I don't know if it was for them taking too long or playing games or whatever, but he said he wasn't gonna fool with them anymore and try something else and just let their in-house deal with it, which We don't know if it's good or bad. It's leaning towards the bad side. But, you know, what can you say about it, right? So it says federal authorities had a deadline of Wednesday to decide whether to bring charges against NYPD officer Daniel Pantaleo, who appeared in a cell phone video to have Garner in a chokehold shortly before he died. And by the way, the dude, what's also being put out there is the guy who was, who filmed the chokehold and everything take place. They said the time right after that incident, he was getting harassed real heavy by the police. And some people are saying he probably, and the guy's in jail, matter of fact, for something else going on. So it's almost like after once he started filming, then they wanted to find whatever he had on him in the past or whatever, and decided they wanted to put him in jail. I don't know what they did with the video or his phone, but supposedly they was jumping on him real hard right after. All right. So let me see here. Pantaleo denies that he used a chokehold. I mean, what was it? A half choke, or I don't know. Some people are a trip, man. You see it clear as day. His arms is around the dude's neck. Give me a break. Anyway, U.S. attorneys with the Eastern District of New York have called a news conference Tuesday regarding the Garner case. Federal investigators have been examining the circumstances of Garner's death since 2014, after a grand jury in New York declined to indict the Staten Island officer. Meanwhile, the NYPD have brought departmental charges against Pantaleo. If found guilty of using the chokehold and restricting Garner's breathing, he could face discipline ranging from loss of vacation days to loss of his job. Wow. And while Pantaleo's career and possibly freedom hang in the balance, a mother's grief remains, with each emotional scab reopened at every departmental hearing, anniversary, and rally. Some days are my good days, some days are my dark days, said Gwen Carr, the mother of Eric Garner, who became an activist soon after her son's death and has remained a fixture at police reform rallies. Some days I can hardly move around because I'm in deep thought. Carr spent Monday afternoon looking through photos from Garner on his wedding day. It's how she likes to remember him. All right, so that's what's going on there. I'm not going to read any further. If you guys are interested in that, you guys can look at the article there. So let's go back to the other website, see what's going on real quick. It's a whole bunch of things going on I want you guys to check out. All right, hold on a second here. Let me just pull some stuff up. Oh, I probably can do that. That's even better. All right, so much going on in black news, man. All right, so let me hit this up right quick. There are 2 black high school students who make history at Harvard University. Let's check out this article here. All right. The title of this article is 2 black high school students make history at Harvard University. All right. Atlanta, Georgia. DJ Roman and Keith Harris, who are both high school students from Atlanta, recently led their team in winning the 2019 annual International Debate Tournament at Harvard University. They have successfully maintained their undefeated record for 2 consecutive years, which marked history in the competition. Shout out to those young brothers. Roman, a senior student at North Atlanta High School, and Harris, a senior student at Westlake High School, represented their debate team in the championship round and defeated other scholars from 15 different countries. All right. That is despite having no previous experience in joining debates. They didn't have any previous experience, but they was killing them in debates for 2 years. All right. Roman and Harris prepared for the tournament with their teammates for 10 months. They have been guided by Harvard's assistant debate coach, Brandon P. Fleming, who was highly acclaimed for his efforts with the Harvard Diversity Project, which aims to recruit Black youth in Metro Atlanta to train and put them into Harvard's summer residency on full scholarships. Most of our students have never been exposed to the power of academic debate, Fleming said in a statement, knowing that they will compete against hundreds of scholars who have years of debate experience combined with the benefit of private and prep schools to their advantage. So what? They still knocked them off their socks. We seek to level the playing field by introducing our students to higher level academic disciplines that are typically unavailable in traditional school settings. This is the moment that we've worked so hard for, Roman said of their victory. Our accomplishment is far bigger than us. We are showing the world what Black youth are capable of achieving when given equal access, exposure, and opportunities. This win is for our ancestors. That's what's up. Our city, and most of all, our culture. Shout out to them brothers. To those brothers. Shout out to them, man. Much respect. Much respect. All right. What else is going on here? All right, let's check out this entrepreneur here, young lady. Looks like Black entrepreneur turns down medical school to launch a line of toxin-free herbal hair and body products. A hair line founded by Shanetta Wilkins. So this is the picture of Shanetta Wilkins. Shout out to her. She is the founder of the Ari. I think it's pronounced Ari or Ari. Ari or Ari. I think it's Ari and Company. All right. That is dedicated to celebrating and nourishing all skin and hair types from crown to toe, has officially launched. She started the eco-friendly line years after changing her mind about going to medical school. Instead of giving people medical prescriptions that have harmful side effects, that's what's up, she decided instead to help people the natural, toxin-free way. Very smart mind. She said the right thing. The chemicals are harmful. The medicines, medical prescriptions, she knew that she would have been contributing to giving people harmful medicines that have harmful side effects. Shout out to her for launching her own product line. Ari and Company products include herbal shampoo bars, nourishing conditioners, facial cleansers, facial moisturizers, and herbal hair oil and herbal body soap. All of the products are free of fragrance, parabens, sulfates, silicones, and mineral oil, as well as being cruelty-free, non-toxic, and manufactured in South Carolina. All right. The products are available online at aricompany.com. You guys make sure y'all check that out. That is www.aricompany.com. Make sure you go to that site and check out her products. All right. The need for transparency in product ingredients in the skincare world has grown significantly, says Wilkins. We hope that our website and social media presence will enable us to authentically connect with consumers who are searching for natural and effective products. The product line includes body soap products called Eden, Etta, Jade, Jane, and Candace. Facial cleansers called Hazel and Sunshine. A facial moisturizer called Goodnight and Beautiful. Hair care products called Loretta. Herbal shampoo bar. Roxanne is a herbal shampoo bar. Oasis is a 4-in-1 herbal conditioner. And Pomade is a herbal hair oil. All right. Ari and Company has been specifically formulated to be not only effective, but also gentle on the skin and hair. Early feedback for the new line has been extremely positive. All right, so shout out to this girl, man. I don't know, I didn't say how old she was, but she started her product line. Her press contact, her name is Shanetta Wilkins. Shanetta at aricompany.com. And the phone number is 864 area code 205-5462. You guys want to shout her out. If you just want to call her and say congratulations, give her some praise, or you want to email her, do that. I might do that myself. All right. Just to give some more encouragement. Shout out again to Shanetta Wilkins for her new product line, her herbal, toxin free, Ari and Company. All right. Great story on her. So now let's go to the other website here and see what else is popping. Oh yeah, it was something, another thing I looked at. Speaking of the NYPD, Daniel Pantaleo not getting any federal charges. There was a ex-NYPD officer, Hispanic girl, I think she's Puerto Rican, if I'm not mistaken. And her name is Maria Mendez. All right, so she's an ex-NYPD cop, and she claims that she was raped by other cops in Harlem, in the Harlem precinct. All right. An NYPD domestic violence officer says she spent 4 years in a hellish environment where she was repeatedly raped and sexually abused by her partner and another cop, while her superiors turned a blind eye to her pleas for help. This is from the Daily News, the Daily News has learned. Former police officer Maria Mendez said she found herself in a never-ending cycle of abuse where male officers at Harlem's 32nd precinct strung her out on prescription painkillers, then threatened to tell her bosses about her opioid abuse if she didn't have sex with them. If she protested, the officers would beat and rape her. The married mother of 4 told the news in an interview. Mendez says her only way out was to quit the department, which she did in January. All right. Let me see what else we got here. My whole family got ruined, said the 14-year veteran, breaking down in tears. I couldn't take it anymore. They damaged my ear. My face was all damaged. My kids were suffering too much. Besides the rapes, which are outlined in excruciating detail, the notice of claim filed with the city comptroller's office alleges a laundry list of appalling frat house behavior that includes highly sexualized comments toward women cops, drinking on the job, male officers betting each other to drink breast milk pumped by a woman cop for her newborn, and officers maliciously summoning businesses they didn't like. Her attorney, Eric Sanders, plans to file a $1 million lawsuit against the city in the coming months. All right. Let me see what else. I'll read one more paragraph. In the 50-page document, Mendez said her patrol partner of several years and another cop in the 32nd precinct repeatedly raped her and forced her to perform sexual favors. She also names a former FDNY fire department medic turned firefighter who she alleges sold her prescription painkillers that he had taken from overdose victims. Wow. And you guys can read the rest of this on this site here. Like I said, there's a lot going on, man. A lot going on. Of course, you guys might know about the Tennessee deputies under investigation after holding man down and probing his anus during a traffic stop. Let me see here. 2 Tennessee deputies have been suspended after dash cam video shows them performing cavity search on side of road. The Hamilton County Sheriff deputies said they pulled over a car for tinted windows Wednesday, only to smell marijuana inside. Deputies Bobby Brewer and Daniel Wilkie said the man in the passenger seat admitted to smoking a joint. Upon searching him, they found a small bag of marijuana. The deputies claim the man, James Myron Mitchell, became combative during the search. In the video, one of the deputies can be seen squeezing and grab at, or they probably misspelled that typo, grabbed at Mitchell's crotch repeatedly on sight of the camera. He is held down while one of them removes his pants and probes his anal cavity. This takes place on the side of the road in sight of passing cars and the man's female companion who was sitting on the ground handcuffed. The deputies claim they found 1.6 grams of crack cocaine in addition to the bag of weed with a combined street value of less than $100. All right, so we'll see what comes of that situation. All right, let me see here. Let me hit the Black Business Spotlight and see what's going on here. All right. Yeah, there was another article I seen here. Let's check it out. Appreciate the like. Thanks for giving the like. Let me see what we comment here. We got a comment real quick. Hey, what's going on? I'm doing good. How about you? That's my cuz there. What's up, Rainy? Thanks for checking out the show. All right, so check this out. We got young black entrepreneurs launch eco-friendly candle brand available at Macy's. All right. Looks like 3 young black boys here, 3 young brothers. According to the Washington Post, I think all 3 of them are actual brothers. It looks like a French word, so I'm going to try my best. Frère Branchot. I think that's how you pronounce it. For 2 reasons. They created this business for 2 reasons. To afford the Nerf guns and video games they wanted. And more importantly, to help raise money to combat homelessness in the district. That's what's up. So they wanted to make money because they had to get them games, and they wanted to get their Nerf gun. That's what's up. And they wanted to make sure they combat homelessness. That's a great cause. All right. I want to give back to the community because they gave to us, Ryan says. The brothers donate 10% of their proceeds to homeless shelters in the area. Now, that's cool. A promise they kept since launching Frère Branchot in 2017. Demand has grown rapidly for their scented soy-based candles, which can be purchased at several stores in D.C. and at select Macy's across the country. That's what's up. The Gill brothers are pretty busy with school and their business, so they would make the most of a D.C. Dream Day and explore some of their favorite places around the city, along with a few new ones. All right. Let me see here. All right, I'm gonna hit on this article. So you guys make sure y'all check them out. They didn't give a website or anything, but again, they have a candle. They selling candles, eco-friendly candle brand, and it looks like a French name on the surface. Like I said, my best pronunciation is Frère Brancho. All right. So you guys be checking those guys out. Again, this young brother's name is Colin. He's 13. Ryan is 10. And Austin is 8. All right. They have their candle company. So y'all check that out. Okay. So now we have another rideshare company might be in competition with Uber and Lyft. It's a black-owned ride-sharing app to compete with Uber, Lyft in U.S. and abroad. I wonder if this is the dude I read about several years ago. Yep, that is. It's him. Let me check this article out real quick. All right, so that's this was an article in 2016. And I remember this app. I wonder if it's still available. As a matter of fact, after the show, I'm going to probably look it up and see if he's still, if it's still in business. So with the immense success of companies like Uber and Lyft, ride-sharing technology has boomed into a multi-billion-dollar industry within the past decade. All right. Now a new platform is looking to stake its claim in the marketplace. MoOVN, that's MoOVN, is a ride-hailing mobile application founded by Goodwin Gabriel. The app currently operates in 7 U.S. cities. That's Washington, D.C., Chicago, Illinois, Boston, Massachusetts, Portland, Oregon. Oh, I'm saying it right. Washington, D.C., Chicago, Illinois, Boston, Massachusetts, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, San Francisco, California, New York City, and one in Africa. I thought he had one in Atlanta at one time, from when I last read this. But one in Africa, Dar es Salaam, with plans to rapidly expand in both Western and emerging markets. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to look this up, see if he still has this app. So I'm going to look this app up right now, so we can I can verify whether he still has it or what. Let me type it in here. All right, I see. I typed in MoOVN. That's MoOVN. And I see MoOVN. I see MoOVN Driver and MoOVN App. So I'm gonna hit MoOVN App, and it looks like that's correct. Let me see. There's a MoOVN Driver, so those who want to drive for MoOVN. But let me hit the and both MoOVN Technologies, and it looks like it's legit. Looks like he's still going. So you guys look into my man Godwin Gabriel. Check him out. The ride share that's in competition with Uber and Lyft is called MoOVN, MoOVN. Like I said, I think I read about him probably in 2016. I remember this app. And you might get better rates on as far as being a driver. He might be somebody I try to contact just to get some more details, maybe even get an interview, who knows. All right, so you guys check that out. His name is Godwin Gabriel, and he founded MoOVN. He has the rideshare app that's in competition with Uber and Lyft. All right. Black entrepreneur. Let me see here. Let's see. All righty. Let's see how old this article is here, or how recent. And it looks February 15th. Article where a police chief apologizes for pic showing officers undercover in blackface. And there you see the pictures there. All right. The mayor of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, I think Louisiana or New Orleans somewhere, either the whole state or some cities recently got hit. with the tropical storm turned hurricane. Right? So it says the mayor of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and the city's police chief have issued statements addressing a decades-old photo. So they're saying it's an old photo of officers wearing blackface while on duty. Fox 8 reports. All right. The picture shared by the Rouge collection shows two officers attempting to disguise themselves as black men during a department-approved narcotics sting 26 years ago. The department admitted. Why they admitted it now if it was so long ago? The same men also dressed up as women during prostitution stings. Y'all can read the rest of this article, man. It's ridiculous. It's real ridiculous. Let's check out. Let's see what this is my first time looking at this site. I just seen it earlier to like really get into looking at the site. It's called blackmainstreet.net, blackmainstreet.net, and the other website is blacknews.com. It's where I'm getting the information from today. And so I'm hitting the Black History section of the Black Main Street website. All right. And so far, what do we have here? We got quick Black History lessons. Ruby Bridges broke racial barriers at 6 years old. Ruby Bridges. Freedom's Journal, the first black-owned newspaper in the United States. Then we have Never Forget, 69 black boys were padlocked into a dormitory where a mysterious fire started. 21 burned to death. Wow. And that was in what? In 1959. That's crazy. Never Forget, the Orangeburg Massacre. 3 black students killed, 28 injured by police. These are all history. The first 6 African Americans who escaped slavery and became millionaires. Maybe we'll take a look at that in a minute. Never Forget, 30 black girls were imprisoned in a hot Georgia stockade for 45 days for trying to buy movie tickets. You see the ignorance that goes on, right? And it still goes on today. Nike unveils Black History Month 2019 collection. The Forgotten Tale of DeWitty, Black History of Nebraska. How insurance companies used bad science to discriminate against blacks. That might be something else I'll read here momentarily. Never Forget, the 1979 Greensboro Massacre, North Carolina's deadly KKK shootout. Never Forget, in 1965, the city of Charlottesville demolished a thriving black neighborhood. All right. And here's one that I knew about for a while now. Watch. Black FBI informant exposes how the FBI infiltrated and destroyed black organizations. Okay. Watch. Frederick Douglass. What to the American slave is your 4th of July? Watch. The Secret of Selling to the Negro. Looks to be a film. There's a lot of information in here. So let's go back up. Oh yeah, there was another situation with a school cop who received oral sex from a child. We might hit that up in a minute. Let me see here. Bad science. Let me see this. First 6 African Americans who escaped slavery and became millionaires. They had to escape. Imagine that. All right. The first 6 African Americans who escaped slavery and became millionaires. Immediately following emancipation, there were 4,047 millionaires in the United States, and 6 of them were African American. Between 1830 and 1927, as the last generations of blacks born into slavery was reaching maturity, a small group of industrious, tenacious, and daring men and women broke new ground to attain the highest levels of financial success. Many people think that Michael Jordan, Bob Johnson, and Oprah Winfrey were the first black people to generate a 7-figure income, but this is not true. Long before they were even born, these 6 African American men and women were actually the first pioneers to become millionaires. And so the first person they have up here is Mary Ellen Pleasant. Mary Ellen Pleasant, August 19th of 1814 to January 4th of 1904, was a successful 19th century American entrepreneur, financier, real estate magnate, and abolitionist whose life is shrouded in mystery. She identified herself as a capitalist by profession in the 1890 United States Census. The press called her Mammy Pleasant, but she did not approve of that name, Mammy, stating, "I don't like to be called Mammy by everybody. Put that down. I am not Mammy to everybody in California." In her autobiography published in San Francisco's Pandex of the Press in January 1902, she stated her mother was a full-blooded Louisiana negress and her father was a native Kanaka Hawaiian. And when she was 6 years of age, she was sent to Nantucket to live with a Quaker woman named Hussey. She worked on the Underground Railroad across many states and then helped bring it to California during the Gold Rush era. She was a friend and financial supporter of John Brown and was well known in abolitionist circles. After the Civil War, she took her battles to the courts in the 1860s and won several civil rights victories, one of which was cited and upheld in the 1980s and resulted in her being called the mother of human rights in California. All right, so that's Mary Ellen Pleasant. Let me see here. Oh, let's talk about, see what's going on with this article on Mansa Musa. So there was talk by one director who was talking about his next movie. The one who directed the Black Panther was talking about doing the Mansa Musa movie. And I think there might have been one other person who spoke on it, but I don't know if they were going to do it. So, share our history. Mansa Musa, the wealthiest man who ever lived. And I know about the Mansa Musa story, and they said he was even wealthier than Bill Gates in his time. So let's read a little bit of this article. When you think of the world's all-time richest people, you probably think of names like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, or John D. Rockefeller. But few have heard of Mansa Musa of Mali. That's in Africa. The 14th century Islamic African king who is considered the richest person in all history. In all of history. With inflation taken into consideration, Mansa Musa amassed a fortune of over $400 billion, widely surpassing the world's current richest man, Jeff Bezos, who is worth about $157 billion. King Musa ruled over the Malayan Empire of Mali from about 1312 until 1337 and caught the attention of Europeans and Arabs. So he wasn't an Arab, for those who might try to pull that one, after his renowned Hajj, which is an Islamic pilgrimage to Mecca, in 1324. He was known for giving gold to the poor and building houses and mosques on his way to Mecca. As a devoted Muslim, Mansa Musa prepared his pilgrimage soon after he took his position from Abu Bakari II in 1312. During these preparations, which took years, Mansa Musa used the knowledge and resources from his rich land. Keep that in mind. He used the knowledge and the resources from his rich land. Through Malayan scholars who helped plan the pilgrimage, Mansa Musa was well prepared and knew a lot about the cities he went to and how to navigate his way to Mecca. All right, so you guys can read further on that. And I'm gonna read a little bit of this. You guys might known this. I might have even spoke about it some time ago, but the woman who caused Emmett Till, you know about Emmett Till, who caused his death, admitted to lying. This was this was a few years back. I remember the story. The lady who accused, yet now you have this boy that's dead years from so many years ago for her lying. Emmett Lewis Till was a black teenager who was lynched in Mississippi at the age of 14 after reportedly flirting with a white woman. The white woman, Carolyn Bryant, claimed that Emmett whistled at her. So back then you could get lynched just for whistling at a white woman. This enraged some whites in the area and led to Emmett being murdered in August of 1955 by two white men, J.W. Millam and his half-brother Roy Bryant. As the story goes, Emmett was visiting family in Mississippi, had gone into a store to buy some bubble gum. As he was leaving, he is said to have whistled at the 21 at the time. Carolyn Bryant was 21 years old. All right, so that's the story there. Let me go down here. Recently, Vanity Fair reported that Carolyn Bryant Dunham has broken her long-lasting silence about the events that transpired that day. In a new book, The Blood of Emmett Till, author Timothy Tyson reveals that in 2007, Carolyn, at the age of 72, in 2007, before I even go further, in a book, she had to tell, this guy interviewed her for a book, I guess, and then all of a sudden she wanted to admit this. But she admitted that she had made up the most damning part of her testimony. That part's not true. Carolyn Bryant Dunham reportedly told Tyson about her claim that Emmett made verbal and physical advances toward her. Conveniently, according to Vanity Fair, she said that she couldn't remember the rest of what happened that August evening, but she remembered that she lied, though. That's amazing in itself. The news site noted that the now 82-year-old's whereabouts have been kept a secret. Imagine that. But I remember somebody talking about the story, and they actually said where they think she might be actually living at now. Tyson's book is due to be published next week by Simon & Schuster, and according to Vanity Fair, although several other authors have written about Emmett's story, no one, with the exception of Tyson, has ever had the opportunity to interview Carolyn Bryant. Both her ex-husband and brother-in-law are now dead. So, yeah, I remember that story very well. So let's go to Black News, man. Blacknews.com. And maybe we'll get a few more stories in, good and bad. And I'm going to get out of here. Let me see. I might have been here. Who knows? Let me see here. Let me look at this right here. I know for sure. Yeah, going on about an hour. So that's good. It's good timing. It's good timing. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what's going on here. There's a black-owned telecommunications company Black-owned telecommunications company debuts the first 5G smartphone designed in the U.S. People have been saying that 5G is dangerous. But we got a black inventor and self-taught software engineer. He taught himself. Black inventor and self-taught software engineer Freddie Figures has released the newest phone from his telecommunications company, the Figures F3, changing the narrative of the smartphone as we know it. The F3 comes equipped with record-breaking storage capacity of 1 TB. Wow. Meaning users will never run out of storage, and a 4K ultra high definition screen. So there's your black inventor here. Freddie Figures, he's created the first 5G smartphone. Let's see, we got some more here about him. Paired with a sleek design, the F3 will also come with magnetic resonance capability, allowing users to charge multiple Figures gear from the Figures Super Base charger. It is built to work on every mobile operator in the world, not just USA, and comes with waterproof capability. Figures comments, the Figures F3 is the most technically advanced device for the most affordable price. The only black-owned telecommunications company in the country, Figures Wireless, was founded in 2008. Now, I actually thought about looking into more about starting a telecommunications company myself. I was thinking about that because I see a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of the richer ones, part of their portfolio is telecommunications companies. So I might have to look into that down the road here. The Florida-based company, which offers smartphone calling and data plans, includes 4G phones, the Figures F1 and F2, along with wireless accessories. Its newest device, the F3, also includes a guest profile that would allow consumers to share their phone without worrying about their privacy being breached. That's what's up. Making it convenient for business and personal use. The Figures F3 has been highly anticipated, with young entrepreneur Freddie Figures introducing a smartphone that is affordable and can stand up against its competition, keeping up with the advancement in technology. The F3 also features biometric and facial recognition for security, along with an 18 megapixel camera with 8 megapixel optical zoom. Consumers will also be able to track their health goals and progress through Figures created health applications on the device. So he's created some apps too. The device also has the capability to translate over 100 languages, making it an asset to business and personal communications on an international level. The Figures F3 is currently available for order. So y'all check out my man Freddie. Freddie Figures. Sound like a rapper from back in the day. Freddie Figures. All right, let me see what else we got here. And by the way, you guys support these people, man. Go back to listen, go back to rewind, go back to this podcast and go over some stuff. And check out the people I was talking about and start checking out some of their stuff, man. Let's see here. We got black-owned restaurant to open. We just talked about Freddie Figures. We got a husband and wife crew. I think I talked about them before. Black-owned toilet paper, mouthwash, and laundry detergent brands that you should know about. Let me hit that up real quick. This article says black-owned toilet paper, mouthwash, and laundry of the companies that produce the products we use, from toothpaste to mouthwash, soap to laundry detergent. bathroom products, and all the other products we use on a daily basis. All are made by companies that were started by entrepreneurs with an idea to solve a problem or make life a little easier. And guess what? Some of these entrepreneurs are African American. Here are 3 black-owned companies that make common household products that we use every day. All right. Number 1, toilet paper. Freedom Paper Company. All right. Just type that in Google, Freedom Paper Company, and you probably get some more information. Headquartered in Baltimore, Maryland, this black-owned manufacturer and distributor produces economical bathroom tissue for both residential and commercial use. Privately owned and founded by CEO Kamuse Mohammed. They also produce economical paper towels, paper products, and dispensers. All right. And number 2, we have mouthwash. Garner's Garden. So type that in Google. Google Garner's Garden, and you should probably get some more information on them. Based in Fort Washington, Maryland, this black-owned company makes 100% all-natural body care products, including mouthwash and lip balm, organic hand soap and body wash, hand and foot creams, hair care products, and facial cleansers and oils. Their extensive product line can be ordered online. And number 3, laundry detergent. Put this in your Google. The True Products. All right. Based in Atlanta, Georgia based. This company is owned by 3 African American founders who are all experienced entrepreneurs. Their unique eco-friendly laundry detergent can be purchased online or through distributors located across Georgia and several other states. All right. So you guys check those products out. Again, it's Freedom Paper Company. So in Google, type in Freedom Paper Company, type in Garner's Garden, and type in the True Products. All right. And purchase some everyday products you guys use anyway from them. All right. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's go back to the front page. Since we're about an hour in, a little over, over an hour. Yeah. So I got a little bit more time. We can get a few more articles in. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what's in the news. It's been, like I said, there's been a lot of police situations. That guy who was the white supremacist in the Charlottesville, they supposedly gave him 419 years. Being tough questions at work, so he guns down a man, huh? New Orleans left underwater as city races to prepare for approaching storm. What else here? Oh yeah, you guys probably know about the incident where the armored truck in Atlanta, money came spilling out the truck, and everybody pulled over to the side of the road and was grabbing up the money. I'm sure y'all heard of that one. That was recently. Petition for ASAP Rocky demands racist Sweden release rapper from inhumane jail. He's been in the news. Let me see. Family wants answers after cops say father of 2 grabbed an officer's gun and accidentally shot himself. Wow. Man, that's crazy. Man slit 17-year-old's throat because his rap music made him feel unsafe. That was another recent one. So he cut this kid's throat because the rap music made him feel unsafe. Not that he was in any danger. He just felt unsafe. So that gave him the reason to slit this kid's throat. This is why I do on my other channel and on my other Facebook pages, this is why I have Survive and Protect. because things like this going on in real time, because you never know what fool you will run into. So you got to be aware of your surroundings. So I encourage you guys to go to either Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Go to Survive and Protect. All right, and check out my personal protection videos on that channel and pages. I just started a new show called My Vantage Point, where I actually showcase real videos that involve assaults, fights, and things like that. And then I break down the stuff that was good in them, and then I put in from my point of view, some other options that you can probably use from being attacked. So you guys definitely check that out, because we got fools like this guy who felt like who felt the music made him unsafe. The rap music made him feel unsafe. So because he felt unsafe, he slit a 17-year-old's throat. Let me see. Georgia Sheriff's Department says officer who shot fleeing man in the head was justified in shooting. Cops caught on camera slamming teen's head to the ground, charged with battery and falsifying records. That's also been going on too. You know, at some point, people aren't going to keep on tolerating getting their head bashed in and people getting killed and not even armed, and kids getting punched in the face and slammed and all that for no reason, because some officers don't know how to de-escalate or make those attempts when within reason. Let me see. Prosecutors drop manslaughter charges against woman who lost her unborn baby after getting shot during a fight. Protests over teen's death in Israel injure 111 police. Wow. In Israel? Hold on. Let me see this here. Let's see what's going on here. This is a 2019 article. It says protest over teen's death in Israel injure 111 police. The fatal shooting of 19-year-old Solomon Teka by an off-duty police officer in Kiryat Aham has heightened frustrations among Ethiopian Israelis over racism in the country. Now, you guys know that there are black Jews. For those who don't know, there are black Jews all over the world, but there are a lot of them who are in Israel, and the black Jews have been being mistreated. Kind of like the racism that goes on here in the U.S. The black Jews have that going on, and they're Jewish, and that's crazy. So some of those Ethiopians are Ethiopian Jews, and they are black, skin color black. All right. Israel's nationwide demonstrations over the shooting that took place Sunday turned violent on Tuesday evening, with dozens of protesters and officers injured. According to Israel's police spokesman, 111 police officers were injured in clashes during demonstrations. Dozens of protesters were also wounded. Israel's emergency response service, Magam David Adams said. According to police spokesman Mickey Rosenfeld, protesters attacked police and civilians. Public Security Minister Gilad Erdan expressed his sorrow at the death of Teka and insisted the protesters had a right to demonstrate. That's coming from the Public Security Minister, but warned against the demonstrations turning violent once again, with more nationwide protests expected on Wednesday. We will not tolerate anarchy, and we will not tolerate a major hit to the public order, Erdogan said in a statement Tuesday. Video distributed by police showed a number of cars on fire. All right. Let's check out some more business, some black business here. I just thought I'd go international with that article right quick. Oh yeah, here's an article. Let's see here. Meet the first African American woman distiller and operator of a nationally distributed vodka brand, Black Mama Vodka. Let's see what she's got here. Let's see what we have here. Vanessa Braxton is the CEO and president of Black Mama Vodka and Black Mama brand. She is also the first African American woman distiller, master blender, and operator of a national. Vanessa Braxton is more than just the CEO and president of Black Mama Vodka and Black Mama brand. She's one of the few, perhaps even the only African American woman distiller, master blender, and operator of a nationally distributed vodka in the country, as well as the owner of a tea and beverage manufacturing facility. Also, she's made history. Her journey into entrepreneurship was happenstance. She was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Braxton earned a Bachelor of Science degree in construction management and engineering from Pratt Institute in New York. She later enrolled in the executive program in negotiation at Harvard Law School and consortium with MIT. Braxton started her professional career working in the corporate and government industries, where she managed construction and engineering contracts worth over $350 million for the New York State government. All right. So that's Vanessa Braxton. Shout out to her and her company. She got the Black Mama Vodka, and then she got the tea. That's what's up. I like that. Entrepreneurs getting it cracking. The black entrepreneurs getting it cracking. It's good to see a lot of that. You don't hear too much about them on mainstream, so I'm here to bring it out. All right, so it can encourage some black children, because I did put some black kids on here. I'm going to put another one here real quick. And you have adults. So you have the young kids, boys and girls, and then you see the women getting their things popping, and you have some men doing some stuff too. That's good to see. There's always something for children to see and realize that they can be entrepreneurs as well. All right. So this black entrepreneur is teaching teens from Chicago how to build their own business. All right. Youth unemployment in Chicago hits the African American community the hardest. Nearly 89% of black men ages 16 to 19 are out of work, compared to 82% of white and 71% of Hispanic males. But Cunningham offers 16 weeks of business training. That's dope. I don't know how old she is. She looks young. And she looks like a teenager, but she could be of age. Cunningham offers 16 weeks of business training and guidance through her organization, the Black Ecosystem. So you guys Google that. Google the Black Ecosystem. All right. We do everything from, it says we do everything from concept development to product placement, putting the store online. All right. We do everything from concept development to product placement, putting the store online. That's good. So I show them a little bit about web design, and then we go over marketing. Cunningham said, financials are a concrete part of designing the future. All right. Let me see. I see them learning why they need to be responsible. I see them taking accountability for the decisions that they make, Cunningham said. I feel that economic development is going to be very important if we're going to break the violence. I feel like we also have to break the cycle of poverty. This program could really take you far if you just pay attention and be good and stick to your word, Taylor said. Another real-life lesson about cost, profit, and revenue is scheduled for June 27th through June 30th. That's when the teens will bring their t-shirts to market and a pop-up shop next to the Showplace Icon Theater in the South Loop. The teens call their work the Rise Collection. Apparel will be available online as well as at the pop-up store. So shout out to Candace Cunningham, man. That's good. I think she's a teen. She looks like she could be 16, 17, and maybe 18 years old. All right. Chicago sergeant relieved of duty, after shooting unarmed black teen. See, in the back. Here we go again. Shooting unarmed black folks like it's a vacation. But yeah, let me get out of here, man. I think I've done enough. I don't want to go too far in. I almost went 2 hours on my last episode. But I want to shout out again to all the entrepreneurs I read about. Very inspiring to myself. And I hope it's inspired a lot of other people who hear about this and see it, those who watch the show. And again, like I said, shout out to all of them. Very inspiring. Hopefully, if I get a chance, maybe I'll try to contact a few of them, maybe have an interview. And that'll be another podcast episode. All right. So once again, podcast number 50. We're going to keep it moving, keep it going. Thoughts of the week. I appreciate you guys for checking out the show, who checked out the show. And it looks like everything is going to look good on the video. So I'm going to be playing it back here and on YouTube. And of course, this podcast will also be on the Norwood Media Vision Facebook page once I close the show. And it'll definitely be uploaded here shortly, or at least by tomorrow, on the all the podcast listening platforms that you guys are looking at right now on the bottom left. You guys can check that out. Don't forget to go to surviveandprotectonline.com. You guys want to learn personal protection. I'm working on a new course. There's all access where you can get all the courses currently and any future courses. You can get it. You can look at any of them just for $12.99 a month. But shortly, I'm going to take those same courses and put them where you can take them just singularly, I guess you could say, in case you don't want to look at all the courses and have access to all of them. You just might want to take one course. So I'm going to be putting that up pretty soon on there. Also go to howtouniversityonline.com. All right, there is a podcast course up there. What else do I have up there? I'm working on some courses on How To University as well. That's everything outside of personal protection. You can take the courses on How To University, but anything related to self-protection, personal protection, you will go to surviveandprotectonline.com. And howtouniversityonline.com is anything outside of the scope of personal protection, self-defense, security, things of that sort. All right. And if you guys want to check out some products, go to theproductstorecompany.com. Theproductstorecompany.com. I gotta put some other products on that site pretty soon, and probably take some things down or rearrange them. So something I have to do pretty soon here. And let me see. Go to DamaniMusic.com. DAMANYI music.com. Also, you guys be looking out because I'm thinking of doing an affiliate program for those who want to make some money with How To University. All right. So y'all be looking out, listening for that on how to get a part of that. It'll be real simple and straight up, straight to the point as best as possible. You guys can make money with How To University. And I'll give some more details of that down the road. All right. But check out those sites. If you're interested in taking some courses and things like that, check out the sites there. All right. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys for listening. This is going on midnight. For those who stayed up with me, I appreciate it. I don't know if I would do it this late again, but it was pretty cool doing it though. All right. So again, like I said, I thank you guys for watching. Shout out to all my listeners who just listen to the podcast. I got some listeners from France, I think, and Germany, and maybe one of the countries in Africa. Got to look at that again. Not a lot of people, but I'm hoping more will listen down the road. So shout out to y'all in the international world, overseas and all that. And with that being said, I'm out of here. Peace. Let's put on some music real quick before I get out of here. Let's go.
I'm on a journey steady focus, this is my time. I'm on a journey steady focus, this is my time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, those who are listening to on the podcast platforms, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm still live right now on screen. And so some pockets of quietness, there's no sense to keep the quietness going. For the podcast listeners, so I'm gonna shut off and call it a night here. And in a few minutes, I'm gonna stop the live stream. Alright, so again, I thank you guys for listening in. Before checking out the Thoughts of the Week podcast. Like I said,
I'm on a journey steady focus, this is my time.
And you never know where it's something that you can.
I'm on a journey steady focus, this is my time.
So with that being said, now to all my podcasts.
I'm on a journey steady focus, this is my time.